Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this video we will be actually setting up a React JS with TypeScript and with Tailwind CSS all in just 5 minutes. Yeah, you heard it right, just 5 minutes. So first of all, for starters we will be needing to install Node.js. So okay, why do we require Node.js? Why don't we install React directly? It's because Node.js is basically a JavaScript runtime environment, and for running those commands related to npm, like you need npm install commands or npx create react app to install react app. Those commands are initiated by node.js backend library. Yeah, so this is required because it creates a runtime environment. First of all, we will be installing node.js. So the version over here is version 20.16.0. This one is the latest version currently. Okay, so let's install this version. You just need to click on next. Okay. Okay, so the version of Node.js is now installed. Now, in the command prompt, since I've just opened up a folder in in VS Code, what you will need to write a command is node minus v. Okay, so this minus v is actually will be telling you the version of the Node.js installed in your system. So press enter and you will see that the version that we have downloaded is now installed in our system. Okay, so now we can run react command and we can install react into our system. And since we will be installing it with TypeScript, this is the command you need to type. Okay, so might have seen in other videos that usually the command is written till here. That is because this is just a basic JavaScript command. It will be installing the JavaScript with React.js obviously, but you will be needing to add this template TypeScript to add the TypeScript into your React project. Okay, so now when you will click on enter, it will initialize the npm packages and it will continue to install node modules into your system, and also it will set up all the environment required for react and typescript. Okay, so we'll be having to wait for a little time here. Yeah, so you can see this with CRA template TypeScript means that it is adding TypeScript into your React project. Okay, so our React project has now been successfully installed with TypeScript. You can see in package.json that TypeScript is also added, and this is actually specifying all the versions of the libraries that are installed in our project. Okay, so this is actually the TypeScript config file here. So over here you will see a property name strict true. So basically this is the React script mode. Like for example, if I set it to false, it is what it will do is it will not show all you the errors. Like for example, if you're having some type errors in the TypeScript, or some you haven't specified any type for a particular variable or an object, you are gonna see errors. So if I set it to false, it is not gonna show you any errors. But since I set it to true, it's gonna show you all the errors of the TypeScript code itself. So basically, you will need to set it to true to see what sort of TypeScript object or variables errors you are getting. Since it just means that, because the TypeScript itself means that you need to assign a specific type to a variable. Like for example, if you have declared a variable called name, you will need to specify that it is having a string type. So if you haven't given any type to it, this strict mode is gonna make sure it provides you an error over there to, so that you can provide a type to that variable. So that is why the strict mode is used. Yeah. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to install Tailwind into our project. So we will go into the documentation of Tailwind CSS. Now since we've already run this command, we will need to go into the directory of our project. So the project directory is React TS. Okay. So it went into our directory, and now we need to install Tailwind CSS and paste it here. Okay, so you see that it has added specified packages here, and our package.json will now be updated and having the Tailwind as well. Tailwind CSS, yes. You will see that on dev dependencies we have Tailwind CSS with this version. Okay, so next we will need to install the Tailwind configuration file, since we need to provide the specific files that we need to use Tailwind CSS on. So you just need to go into the documentation again. So over here you will see this npx tailwind css edit. This is gonna create tailwind thing to edit all to specify which type of files or which extra classes you need. Okay, so this is installed here, and you will be seeing this content here. Okay, so mainly this content actually requires you to provide the specific files that you will need to use the Tailwind CSS on. So if you go into the documentation, it is providing you that all of the files that are in the source folder of all the types, like for example JavaScript or TypeScript, all will be used for can be used on and pasted here. So now this is gonna make sure that all of your files, whether this is in TypeScript or JavaScript, all will be having the Tailwind configuration. Okay, so now since we have installed Tailwind CSS as well, and we have provided the specific source, all of the files that we will be using Tailwind CSS on, basically all in this source folder. Okay, so now the next step is to use the Tailwind CSS and run our code. So to run this React project, what you will need to type is the command npm start. Okay, so it's gonna start the React scripts here. Let's wait till it gets started. Okay, so our website has been started, and our React project is now running successfully. Okay, so there are a few things that some plugins that you can easily use, or some extensions for Tailwind CSS, especially if you go into this extensions tab here, you will see this Tailwind CSS, this this specific extension here, and what this will do is it's gonna provide you an autocorrect type, or it will actually provide you a specific class name based on what you're typing. So let's install this. This comes really in handy, and it's gonna speed up your development time as well. Okay, so now since this is installed, what you will need to do is you will need to go back into your app, this app file. Okay, so there's one more thing here, that this extension you will see is TSX. Mainly TSX means that it is having TypeScript code as well as the HTML code itself. So if you just type .ts file, like for example, if you know that mainly in our .js files, our content was easily rendered on the website if you use .js file. But in the TypeScript, there is a little bit discrimination here, that you will be needing a .tsx file if you want to render this HTML content. But if you just need to write API functions or the basic functions that you will be using throughout the application, or just the normal functions with no HTML render output, you can use .ts extension for those files. Okay, so over here we have our regular app.css file here. We will be removing this since we need to use Tailwind CSS here. Okay, so there is one more thing that you will be needing to install for Tailwind configuration is over here you will see this index.css file. You just need to copy this whole by clicking copy over here, and now go into your main code project. So over here what you will need to do is go to index.tsx file, index.css file, and you will need to remove all this CSS. Okay, so now since we have configured all of our Tailwind CSS correctly, what you will need to do is, since I've added this custom CSS here, our screen and hide screen is not gonna work around over here, since this is giving you a viewport over here. So let's type width And you can see the auto suggestions coming down. This is all due to that extension that we installed. So we will be needing to type h height full here as well. So it's gonna take all of the container's height and all of the container's width, and it's gonna apply this background color to the whole container. Here as well, click Ctrl S, and if you go back, you will see that the background is now updated. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching this video, and we will be coming up next with a new with an extension that can helps you format your code in less than 10 seconds, so that when you are like creating a PR or doing some git commits, you will not see any errors or any unformatted code. So thank you, see you later.